In 2019, a 17-year-old boy walked into a small tech office in Chicago asking for a job. But before he could even explain why he was there, the receptionist looked at his cheap clothes and said, "We're not hiring kids." At that moment, nobody inside that office could have imagined that this broke teenager would one day build an AI company worth over $500 million. This is the story of how one ordinary teenager used artificial intelligence to escape poverty forever. His name was Ethan Cole. Ethan grew up in a tiny apartment on the south side of Chicago. His laptop screen was cracked, his internet barely worked, and some nights, even the electricity in his house got cut off because the bills weren't paid on time. His mother worked double shifts at a grocery store while his father had disappeared years ago, leaving the family drowning in debt. Since childhood, Ethan had become obsessed with computers, not because they were fun, but because deep inside, he believed technology was the only thing powerful enough to completely change his life. Boy was sitting inside a tiny apartment in Chicago. His laptop screen was cracked, his internet connection barely worked, and in his bank account, he had just $43 left. But what nobody knew at that moment was that this broke teenager would one day build an AI company worth over $500 million. This is the story of how one ordinary teenager used the biggest technological shift in history to escape poverty forever. His name was Ethan Cole. Ethan grew up in a low-income neighborhood on the south side of Chicago. His mother worked double shifts at a grocery store, while his father had left the family years ago. Since childhood, Ethan was obsessed with computers, not because they were fun, but because he believed they were his only way out. At the age of 13, he started learning coding from free YouTube videos. But there was one major problem. He didn't own a proper computer. Every night, Ethan waited for his school library to open so he could secretly practice programming on old public computers, while other teenagers spent time playing games and hanging out with friends. Ethan spent hours studying software, business, and artificial intelligence. And then, something happened that changed his life completely. In 2022, the AI revolution exploded across the internet. Tools like ChatGPT, Midjourney, and automation software started changing industries overnight. Some people ignored it, others feared it. But Ethan saw an opportunity. He realized that thousands of businesses wanted to use AI, but most business owners had absolutely no idea how to do it. That's when Ethan got his first business idea. He decided to build simple AI automation systems for small companies. There was just one issue. Nobody trusted a broke teenager. Ethan sent emails to over 300 businesses. Almost all of them ignored him. Some laughed at him. Others blocked his emails completely. For months, nothing worked. But Ethan refused to quit. Every rejection made him improve his skills even more. He learned sales psychology, studied marketing, and spent sleepless nights improving his AI systems. Then finally, one email changed everything. A small real estate company agreed to give him a chance. Their problem was simple. Their employees wasted hours replying to customer emails manually every single day. So Ethan built a custom AI chatbot that automated their customer support. Within weeks, the company started saving thousands of dollars every month. And suddenly,
Ethan Cole's AI solution is a game changer. Our network is growing faster than ever.
within 1 year, Ethan had transformed his tiny bedroom operation into a fast-growing AI startup. But success brought a new challenge. As his company grew, giant tech companies started entering the same market. Competitors with millions of dollars in funding appeared everywhere. For the first time, Ethan felt fear. What if his company got crushed? What if he lost everything? Most people in his position would have played safe. But Ethan made a bold decision. Instead of competing with everybody, he focused on one specific industry: financial companies. He noticed that banks, investment firms, and finance businesses were desperately looking for AI solutions to reduce costs and detect scams faster. And this market was massive. So Ethan completely transformed his company into an AI-powered financial automation platform. The risk was huge. If this failed, his company would collapse. But Ethan believed one thing: the people who move first during a technological revolution become the future. He hired developers, built smarter systems, and spent months improving the platform. At first, growth was slow. Then suddenly, everything exploded. One major financial company signed a multi-million-dollar contract with Ethan's startup. That single deal changed everything. Investors started noticing him.
It processes data in real time. We integrate directly with existing systems. This is quite impressive. This will scale our operations.
Tech media began covering his story. Within the next 3 years, Ethan's company expanded across the United States. His AI systems were now helping companies automate customer support, analyze financial risks, and detect online fraud. And eventually, his startup crossed a valuation of $500 million. The same teenager who once struggled to afford food was now sitting in meetings with billionaires and investors. But the craziest part is this: Ethan didn't come from wealth. He didn't have connections. He didn't study at Harvard. He simply recognized an opportunity before everybody else. And that's exactly how fortunes are created during every major technological shift in history. Most people wait, a few people act, and those few people change their lives forever. Right now, we are living through one of the biggest wealth opportunities the world has ever seen: artificial intelligence. Some people will ignore it. Some will fear it. But a small group of people will learn it early and build massive wealth because of it. The choice is yours. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to FinStoryX for more stories about wealth, AI, billionaires, and the hidden psychology of money. Because the next billionaire story could be happening right now.